5-point harness. Grandpa, get your ID. Shortly, because ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime.
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Last week, Thursday and Friday was nice, so we got some racing in. Saturday was not so nice. We will start with Thursday night, Marshalltown Speedway for night one of the King of the High Banks. 57 stock cars went through the qualifying portion, so we won't have results of that. But Sport Mods ran a full show. Picking up the win was the T23 of Tony Olson second, the 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson third, the 01 Braden Carter fourth, the 198 of Sam Weaven fifth was the 19J of Janae Gustin sixth, the 78 V of Carter Vandenberg was sixth, seventh was the 16K of Kalen Lopez, eighth the 193 Josiah Taylor. Nathan Speetleton in the 42 was 9th. 10th, the 7M of Steve McLaughlin. 11th was the 8 of Tom Lathrop. And 12th and did not finish was the 4 of Gage Hildenberg. In the modifieds, ran a full program. Picking up the win was the 4TW Tim Ward, second, 38T of Dylan Thornton, third, the 82 of Jake McBurney, fourth, the 5 of Todd Shute, fifth, the 30M of Zach Vanderbeek, sixth, the 69 Junior of Jonathan Lugg, seventh was the 13 of Jerry Flippo. Cody Laney in the 8L was 8th, 11th, the 111 of Ethan Bachsema, 10th, 26J Joel Ross, 11th, the 10 of Jeremy Mills. Braxton Yeager was 12th in the 33 BY. Dustin Canoing was 13th in the 56. Cole Sernetsky in the 21 CZ was 14th. 15th was 11 of Isaac Malco. 16th was the 2 Z of Zach Rollins. Darren Fouquet was 17th in the 15th. 18th was the 3W of Garrett Wilson. 19th was Kip Siemens in the 16 SS. Brandon Corkwright, it was in the 24C, was 20th. The rest did not finish as 21st. 05 Paul Nagel. 19 SS Chase Wimmer was 22nd. 23rd Logan Schmitz in the 3S. 24th, the 2B of Robert Moore. 25th, the 19 of Jimmy Gustin. 26th was the 19G of Richie Gustin. 27th, the 77 Jeff Heike. And 28th was the 442 of Austin Johnson. In the hobby stocks also ran a full program. Calvin DeHaan in the 69 was your winner. Second, 12K Eric Knudsen. Third, the 17L Luke Ramsey. Fourth, the 7B of Eric Stanton. Fifth, the 11B is Solomon Bennett. Sixth, 55X of Corey Vanderwell. Seventh, William Klosterman in 11K. Eighth was the 22-step Butler. Ninth was the 4W of John Watson. 10th was the 9L Logan Andrews. Caitlin Shearing was 11th. 12th to Andy Peck. The rest did not finishes. 13th, the 55 of Brent Mosdem. And 14th, the 2G of Bradley Graham. On Friday night was the big race. Like I mentioned, 57 cars, or stock car, 58 stock cars entered. Night 2 for 5,000. And then we had complete shows in sport mods, modifieds, hobby stocks, and sport compacts with the dirt truck. So the 14th, like I mentioned, all those classes, picking up the win in the sport mods, the 01 Braden Carter, second to 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson, third to T23 Tony Olson, fourth to 19J Janae Gustin. Cole Finsky in the 34F was fifth. Sixth, the 7V of Carter Vandenberg, Nathan Speen in the 42 was seventh. Eighth, the 105 of Taylor Bass. Ninth, the K3 of Kyle Olson. 10th, 16K of Kalen Lopez. Gage Hillenberg in the 4 was 11th. 12th, the 511 of Keith Simmons. 13th, the 32S of Blair's Simmons. 14th, the 8 of Tom Lathrop. 15th, the 8T Tony Johnson. 16th, the 20 double X of Cody Yaw. 17th, the 198 of Sam Weeben. 18th, the 193 Josiah Taylor. The rest were did not finishes. Did 19th, the 11R Braden Richards. Kurt Spines in the 128 was, or the 28V was 20th. 21st, Steve McLaughlin in the 7M. Jordan Elmquist was 22nd in the 18. 23rd, Josiah Reed in the 9J. And the MR31 of Mike Rutherford was 24th. The stock cars, we're only going to give you the A main with 58 cars. 24 made the big show. Picking up the win was the 37 of Jeffrey Abbey. Second, the 38T Dylan Thornton. Third, the 01 of Troy Jervitz. Fourth was Tyler Wilson in the K9. Fifth, 99D Damon Murdy. Sixth, the 20V of Dustin Viss from 23rd. Buck Shaffroth, excuse me. The 92X was 7th. Chance Hollins was 8th. The 6th. 9th, the 99X Dalton Murray. Nick Bacarama in the 12X was 10th. Derek Green in the 32 was 11th. 12th, Dan McAtoon in 92. 13th, 71, David Brandes. 14th, 11X of Tom Barry. The 1321 was the 15th of Kyle Brown. 16th was the 5A of Tyler Pickett. Cole Sinetsky in the 21 CZ was 17th. The rest were did not finish as 18th. Jim Horish in 21. 19th, the 69 junior of Jonathan Logue. 20th, the 35 JW of Casey Wolken. Caden Carter in the 1X was 21st. 22nd, the A1A of Austin Kaplan. 23rd, the 77M of Jeff Mueller. 24th, the 82 of Shelby Williams. In the modifieds, your winner was Tim Ward in the 4TW. Second, the 19 Jimmy Gustin. Third was the 10 of Jeremy Mills. Fourth, the 82 Jake McBurney. Fifth, the 69 junior Jonathan Logue. Sixth, the 13 of Jerry Flippo. Seventh, the 5L of Cody Laney. 8th, the 26J of Joel Russ. 9th was the 2Z of Zach Rollins. 10th, the 77 of Jeff Heike. 11th, the 111 of Ethan Broxima. Braxton Yeager in the 33 BY was 12th. 13th was the 12T of Tyler Drosty. 14th was Cole Sarneski in the 21 CZ. 15th was Nick Meyer in the 2. 16th was the 3W of Garrett Wilson. 17th to 11 Isaac Malico. 18th was Brandon Conkright in the 24C. 19th was Dustin Canoing in 56. The rest did not finishes. 20th was Richie Gustin 19G. 21st, the 30M of McGuire DeYoung. 22nd was 38T Dylan Thornton. 23rd, the 442 of Austin Johnson. And 24th, the 70 of Jesse Dennis. Also there was Jacob Murray in the 48J. The 19S of Kobe Weimer. The 98 of Jacob Snyder. The 3S of Logan Schmitz. The 15 of Darren Fouquet. Michael Jeanette 93. 45D of Dylan Rex. And the 05 of Paul Nagel. In the hobby stocks, your winner was the 12K of Eric Knudsen. Second, Brandon Bomnardo in the 51B. Third, the 13N of Dylan Nelson. Fourth, the 4W John Watson. Fifth was the 17L Luke Ramsey. Sixth, 14J of Jacob Floyd. Riley Christensen in the 79 RC was 7th. 8th, the 11K William Kosterman. 9th, Seth Butler in 22. 10th, 55X of Corey Vanderwilt. 11th, the 9L of Logan Andrews. 12th, 55 Brett Mosdem. 13th, the 14T of Mitchell Thomas. 14th, 16 of Buddy Helsecki. 15th is the 11B of Solomon Bennett. 16th, 17K of Blair Kriegel. 17th, the 19 Double D of Danny Foster. 18th was the 17 of Andy Peck. The rest did not finishes or did not start or disqualified. 19th was Bradley Graham in the 2G. Sam West in the 47S was 20th. 21st, 7B Eric Stanton. 22nd was Derek McNeese in 48. Aaron Elliott in the 18A was 23rd. 24th it was Andrew Burke in the 77W. Did not start was the 70 credited with 25th. The 78N of Matt Nelson. And Calvin DeHaan was disqualified for 26th. In the sport compacts, your winner was the 9 of Kobe Saban. Second was the 63B of Terry Bickford. Third was Marshall Robinson in the 3. Fourth, the 29 of Matt Miller in 29. Fifth, the 16 of Curtis Masterson. Steven Schmitz in the 333 was 6th. 7th, the 07 of Brooke Osler. Colton Kewen Gossage in the 21M was 8th. The wrestler did not finishes. 9th, the 46 of John Patterson. 10th, the 7-12 of Levi Volquette. Jay Siebel in the 87 C was 11th. 12th, the Christian Grady in 99. 13th was Blake Driscoll in 31D. 14th was the 5 of Larry Warner. 15th, 65 is Colton Stewart, C of Colton Stewart. Jake Anderson in 54A was in 17th. Ethan Hogan in the 43E was 17th. And 18th was the 24 Cody of Corey Luna. In the dirt trucks, your winner was Jeff Johnson in 9. Second, the 65 of Brandon Cox. Third, the 85T of Brandon Toffee. Fourth, the 30 of Sean Cooney. Jared Myers in 22J was fifth. Sixth, the 10 of Mason Mitchell. Sixth. Seventh, the 2X of Jeff Fever. Eighth was the 7X of Rick Clark. Ninth, the 2 of Dale Enos. Sean Mapes was 10th in 79. And then 11th, the 57X of Terry May. And did not finish in 12th, Sean Klinger in 43. Those are the Marshalltown results from the 2 nights. Also on Friday night over at the CJ Speedway, they had racing action for their season opener. We'll start with the modifieds. Picking up the win was the 127 of Drew Jansen. Second, the 88 of Jared Brown. Third, Chris Zog in the 9Z. Fourth was the 77 of Kurt Kyle. Fifth was Brian Bushlong in 85. Sixth was Dakota Simmons in the 40. Seventh was the 22 of Brandon Banks. Lance Armerson in 75 was eighth. Ninth, Steve Gustav in 37. Nick Hollinger in 15 was 10th. 11th was the IB 25 of Shane Richardson. Josh Geigel in the 38 was 12th. 13th was Barry Dugan in 21B. Riley Simmons in the 15 RS was 14th. 15th was the 70 of Jerry King. Troy Cordes was in the 71C was 16th, and the 2 did not starts credited with 17th was a question mark for you of Jason Bear, and Troy Philpott was in 18th in the 11B. Stock cars. Nathan Ballard was your winner in 29. Second, the 10G Justin Griffiths. Third was the 21M of Kurt Kensley. Jim Reeman in the 14R was in fourth. Fifth, Dakota Simonson in the 60. Keegan Wells in 23W was sixth. Seventh, the 56A of Austin O'Donnell. Eighth was Kenny O'Donnell in 56. Norman Bean in 62 was ninth. 10th, 27 of Matt Pickney. Tad Payne in 44 was 11th. 12th, Seth Dickey in 23S. Scott Jordan in 99 was 13th. And 14th was a 14C Elite at Rodin. In the sport mod, your winner was the 117 of Dylan Van Wyk. Second was the 13C of Shane Paris. Third was the 29 of Colton Lizzie. Fourth, the 42 of Tyler Heckert. Fifth, Levi Lehman in 10L. Levi Gaunt in 44G was sixth. Seventh, Cody Lehman in 7. Todd Hanson in 21 was 8th. Ninth, Brandon Schulteis in the 29B. Ryan Walker in the 9W was 10th. Travis Thibodeau was 13th. Ted Rowe, was in 11th in the 13. Jared Miller in the 17M was 12th. Joel Payne in the 16 was 13th. 14th, Matt Lundry in the 96. Nick Uppel in the 5A was 15th. 16th, Michael Bear in the 15 question mark. Eric Adams in the 20 was 17th. Shane Wright in the 9 was 18th. Matt Spees in 23M was 19th. 20th, 52 Billy Kane. The CB or 25 CB of Jim Russell was 21st. 22nd, the 9H of Levi Heath. Joe Roller in the 75 Junior was 23rd and 24th and did not start the 17th Trey Rock. In the hobby stocks, your winner was the 33T of Trevor Tanner. Second, Randy Lamar in the 30 in the 4R. Brett Vonefish in the 53 or the 3357 was third. Fourth, the 73 of Aaron Martin. Cody Walt in the 51X was fifth. Sixth, Jeremy Dooling in 91. Sixth, Jason Shetterly in 88. Jesse Wenzel in the 31W was 8th. 9th, Preston McDonald in the 6PX. 10th, Brandon Payne in 71B. Luke Phillips in 33 was 13th. 14th was or 11th. 12th was Mike Kincaid in the 12K. 13th was Jake Seatsma in the 88J. 14th, Austin Stratler in 12. 15th was the 52 of Billy Stanford. Peyton Stevens was 16th in the 44P. 15th or 17th was Cody Staley, 55. 18th was the 88H of Kel Hemsley. 19th, James Pokington in 22. And 20th was the 28 of Tucker Richardson. In the Sport Compacts, Darren Smith in 17 was your winner. Second was the 23H of Alex Hayes. Third, the 69JX of William Michael. Fourth, the 26B of Shane Barnes. Fifth, the 2M of Matt Moore. Barrington Thorpe. The 20T was in sixth. Caleb Hildebrand in the 11th was 7th. 8th was the 7 of Brandon Pickney. 9th, Jacob Smith in the 6th was 9th. 10th, Mike Forkey in the 42M. Trip Fowler was 11th in the 12T. 12th was Seth Miners in 00. 13th, Ashton Blaine in 24A. Caleb Geesey in the 20C was 14th. 15th, Tyler Rock in the 87T. 16th was Garrett Porter in the 746. And 17th was the 53 of Cody Van Duzen. Over at 34 on Friday night, they switched the programs around and ran the Slocum 50 on Friday due to the weather on Saturday. So we'll give you the 305s first. The 62 of Jake Glasgow was your winner. Second, the 271 of Tanner Gebhardt. Third, the 27 of Cody Worley. Fourth, the 4 Chase Richards. Fifth was the 41 of Noah Samuel. Sixth was the 41X of Jack Wilkie. Seventh was the 78 of Deegan T. Eighth was the 7B of Nick Guernsey. Ninth, the 51J of Blaine Jameson. 10th, the 31 McLean Richards. 11th was the 71 of Nathan Murders. 12th, Aaron Fitch in 51. Did not finish was in 13th was Cole Helmerson in 52H, and the 14th that did not finish the 56 of Matt Krieger. Stock cars, your winner was John Oliver Jr. in the 05. Second was Corey Sunderman in the C4. Third was Jason Cook in the 3D. The AK-46 of Gary Pasica was fourth. Fifth, the 52J of Jeremy Pont. Sixth, Chad Krogmeyer in the 12. Seventh was the 2 of Wayne Landheater. Les Blakely was eighth of the 87. Ninth was Jeremy Lammy Jackson in the 35. Did not finish in 10th. Was the 75 of Junior of Austin Kepler. And did not start in credit with 11th. Was the 82 of Pete Stodgel. In the MLRA Super Late Models, picking up the big win was the 18 of Shannon Mab. Second, the B5 of Brandon Shepard. Third, the 19R Ryan Gustin. Fourth was the 49 of Jake Tim. Fifth, the 32 of Chris Simpson. Sixth, the 16 of Tyler Bruning. Dustin Sorensen was in 28 was seventh. Eighth was the 58 of Garrett Albertson. Ninth was Jordan Yagi in 77. 10th, Dylan McCowan in the 8. 11th, the 25 of Chad Simpson. 12th, the 11 of Jeff Herzog. 13th, 25 of Jason Fager. The 22 H of Dustin Hodges was 14th. 15th was the 14 of Trevor Gunmaker. 16th, the 22 of Daniel Hasselbeck. 17th, the 78 of Steve Stoltz. Mark Borgtorth was in the 7B, was 18th. The rest did not finish as 19th. The 93 of Jason Overkramer. Ryan Unsinger was 20th. 21st, Billy Moyer, 21. Bob Gardner in the 4G was 21st, 22nd. 23rd, the 51, Matt Furman. Brandon Wildner was 24th. Tyler Stevens in the 2 was 25th. And 26th was the 56 junior of Tony Jackson. Also there were the 15 of Justin Duty, the 07 of Matt Ryan, the 93 of Jay Johnson, Dusty Leonard in the 70, Aaron Morant in the 1X, the 96 of Dylan Evanhoff, the 12 of Brandon Queen, and the 29 of Spencer Dirks. Also, and then the T6 of Tommy Shepard, 30 of Todd Cooney, Andy Eckridge in the 99, Jonathan Houston in 42, Clayton Klatt in 50, Ricky Frankel in 33, and the 32 of Chad Holiday. Winners from Southern Iowa Speedway last night. In the stock cars was Todd Reisler. In Sport Mod was Braden Carter. In Hobby Stocks was Eric Stanton. In the Sport Compacts was Shane Barnes. And in the non-wing sprint cars was Ben Woods. Upcoming racing action for this weekend until next Wednesday, weather permitting, of course. Tomorrow night, CJ Speedway with their normal racing program of modifieds, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, and sport compacts. On Tuesday night, 34 gets back in action with round 2 of the High Limit Series. and 305 sprint cars are on the card. Wednesday night at the Southern Iowa Speedway will be non-wing sprint cars, hobby stock cars, sport mods, and sport compacts. Thanks for listening to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll see you next time. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.